What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Today we are checking out new dolls. I finally got MirrorMe dolls, a new line by MGA. I found them online thanks to the help of I'm a Dolly Girl on Instagram. And let me tell you, it was a doll hunting adventure. They were in stock, then they were sold out, then they were in stock again, then they were sold out again. But I ended up getting two that we're checking out today. She has a cat theme. These characters go to an elite music academy where amplified emotions transform everyday self-expression into a world of music and aura energy. Feelings change and auras shift, but with friendship that totally gets you, you can shine in every mood. Alright, so I'm seeing a little theme about auras and emotions. Online, it says every reflection tells a story, every emotion deserves to shine. And then there's more info about each character. This is a Kiko Kittyama. We can easily see the doll in the box. There's an illustration on the side. It says MirrorMe at the bottom. We get a few accessories. Ooh, and they've got inset eyes. And check out the articulation. On the back of the box, there's a larger illustration and information about the character. Akiko Kittyama's emotion is cozy, nickname is Cozy Cutie, aura is Kawaii Cuddles, likes big hugs and milk tea latte, fave lyric, big soft sweater, oversized cozy girl certified. I definitely love a cozy cute cat vibe. I even put a little paw print on my nails. Let's get this doll out of the box for a closer look. It does say that we can use the packaging insert for a unique doll display, which is a plastic shell and it can stand. This one has a cat vibe, but it also has quite a few holes in it. But when we place the doll in front, they might not be that noticeable. It is possible to balance the doll to stand. With shoes on, this doll is standing under 11 inches. It's shorter than a Barbie standing with flat feet. I would say she's close, maybe a little shorter than this Moonspell Magic doll. This doll has brown hair styled into two pigtails with a center part and lavender highlights. She has bangs in the front. She has product in her hair. It's kind of crunchy. This doll has brown inset eyes, eyelashes, a few beauty marks on her cheeks. She has a soft pink lip color. We can see a little bit of her teeth, and there's a painted tooth on her bottom lip. Her ears are pierced. This doll is dressed in a fuzzy outfit with cat mittens. The mittens have a faux leather at the top, little grommets, and pink ribbon. That's a pretty cute little detail. The cat paws have pink pads and are removable. There are little gaps at the end on both sides, and I assume that is to make it a little easier to get them back on. Can we remove her hand? And yes, I can. Then let's put the little mitten back on, open the end so we can see the wrist, reattach the hand, and place it back inside the little paw mitten. And we're good to go. Here are her hands under the gloves. She has long fingernails, however, I feel like the gloves might have misshaped a few of her fingers. She comes wearing a dress. The top of the dress has stripes. She wears a matching vest on top. It has a large collar with a pink ribbon. It's a separate piece and can be removed. The dress underneath has a fluffy skirt with a pink fuzzy skirt underneath. It has pink lace trim at the bottom and pink pom-poms hanging from the sides. She comes with a plastic pink leg accessory. It looks like a belt with a silver buckle. She has white plastic boots with pink sculpted leg warmers with more belts with silver buckles. And her feet underneath are arched. The bottom of her legs fade to white. Can she fit these rainbow high shoes? Let's see. I don't think so. Wait, I got it on, but it's a very snug fit. And this shoe was difficult to remove. That one doesn't really fit either. When compared to a Moonspell Magic foot, the MirrorMe foot is wider and a little bigger. I told a friend of mine that I wanted to try the shoes from Five Below, which do fit a Barbie pretty good. But let's try it on the MirrorMe doll. And, well, I can get it on. Can she still stand? And looks like a yes. However, with these shoes, to balance her, she is leaning forward slightly. This doll can move at the head. She can move at the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the hip, turn at the upper thigh. There is a double joint at the knee. And they have painted undies without a sculpted print. We get a pink plastic purse. It has cat ears and a bag charm. There is a slit at the top. We get a plastic cat plushie. It has a cat tail in the back. And we get a teacup with a saucer. The saucer looks like a paw. And we have a little kitty latte. And the doll can hold the cup. I also picked up Luna Skye. These dolls were $29.99 each. Luna's emotion is dreamy, nickname is glow girly, aura, head in the clouds, likes, dream journaling and lavender mooncakes. Fave lyric, sueña conmigo, dream with me. Please forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Just like with the other doll, we can see a large illustration on the back, and there's a picture of the other dolls in the bottom corner. While getting the doll out of the box, I noticed that some of her lipstick has been rubbed off in the front, which is disappointing and why I should probably start trying to find my dolls in stores. So let's mix a little acrylic paint. I watered it down and touched it up. All right, not too bad. While that's drying, let's check out some of the accessories. We get another insert in the packaging. This one kind of looks like a moon with stars. We get a plastic sleeping mask. It says 5 more minutes and should hook around the ear like sunglasses. We get a plastic dream journal, which is a light blue plastic book with sculpted and painted details. We get a flower pen to go with it and a blue cloud purse with a chain. It has what looks like beaded raindrops hanging down. There is a slit at the top and a purple butterfly. And the purse has a gold chain shoulder strap. The doll comes with a pair of green heels. They have thorny vines and flowers, and the heel kind of reminds me of a golden unicorn horn. The doll's dress has ruffles. The top is lavender with a ruffle trim. There's a pink cord at the waist tied into a bow with little flower details on the ends. The dress has a purple and blue ruffle at the bottom with pink and green tulle underneath. Then there are some pieces of tulle hanging down that kind of remind me of wings. The dress has large lavender and green sleeves with lace at the bottom. It is all one piece and velcros in the back. And the top of the dress is a halter that ties behind the neck. This doll has purple, green, and blue hair with large curls that might need some styling out of the box. Her hair has product in it. The top is pulled up and has a little wing hair accessory. This doll has blue and green inset eyes, a pink lip color, even before I painted it. She has wispy clouds around her eyes and on her neck and pretty much all over, giving the vibe of vitiligo. Oh, and there's a fairy. She's definitely dreamy if one was dreaming about unicorns and fairies and clouds. I do find it more challenging to balance her to stand, but it can be done. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about the packaging inserts for a display, but I do like the idea of recycling stuff and dolls coming with displays. But overall, I think they're a pretty doll, kind of like Rainbow High, but with a smaller head. Before they lost wrist articulation. I think the accessories are cute, but this cute, cozy cat vibe is definitely my favorite. And we should totally make a cozy display for the shelf. Like maybe a mirror, since these are MirrorMe dolls. And maybe we can still recycle some of the packaging. The back of the box is made of a thin cardboard, so I carefully pull the two sides apart to get to one layer. The inside back of the box doesn't have a ton of cuts in it, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side and sketch a rounded rectangle. Cut it out to get a back wall for our project. Let's flip it over and take some of the leftover packaging, cut it into strips. Mine are 3/4 of an inch wide. I'm going to place them around the edge and cut and glue them to make a frame. Since we're going for a cozy vibe, I'm going to use some fluffy socks to cover it. I got these at Dollar Tree a while back. I love using these fluffy socks for doll projects. Let's cut and glue them around the cardboard frame. That's looking pretty decent. And you can always add a layer of felt if you want it to be a little more plush. I used one sock to cover the whole frame. Let's get our foil scrapbook paper, cut a piece, and glue it onto the large cardboard. Before gluing it down, we could add some of the packaging to the back to personalize it for the doll. Then on the other side, glue on the frame to make a fluffy mirror that we can lean against the wall to cozy up the dollhouse or the shelf. But if we wanted it to be able to stand on its own, then we can cut a piece of recycled cardboard, cover it with whatever you like. We can use felt, faux fur, or even another fuzzy sock. I am cutting the sock and gluing it over the edge. This sock kind of reminds me of little pom-poms. Then we can just glue the mirror on top, and it can stand by itself. We can gently lean the doll against it for a doll stand. We can take another sock and roll it down so it looks like a donut from one side and is flat on the other. Take another fluffy sock, and I'm just gonna fold it in on itself so it looks like an oversized beanie. Then place it over the sock roll like a cover to make a quick no-sew ottoman poof, giving the doll a place to sit or to display a few accessories. We can also glue it to the mirror and rug for more support, giving us a fuzzy cozy display that we made with a few socks and doll packaging. I think I'm going to use my new fuzzy mirror instead of this. At $30 a doll, I would have liked to have seen a second outfit. I think these dolls have some potential for restyling. I like the knee articulation and would have liked to have seen something similar at the arm. Personally, I can't help but to compare these to Rainbow High. While I like the smaller heads, I enjoy the original fashion of Rainbow High. So now the question is, can they fit Rainbow High clothes? Well, the shorts were easy to get on, but they're loose around the waist. And this shirt is a little large for this doll's short torso. So it's a little bit of an awkward fit, but some outfits might fit better than others. This is an OMG outfit. It was a little snug to get on, but with their proportions, I think this might fit a little better. So we'll just have to try things on and see what fits and what doesn't. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Are these dolls a buy or a pass? Thank you for joining us while we checked out MirrorMe dolls. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!